this is Tommy, and welcome to a sad musical adventure. I am on my way home from work. This afternoon I received the news that most of you have probably received and have been following, but today we lost Michael Nesmith. Those of you who follow my channel know that I'm a big fan of Michael Nesmith. I close all of my videos by saying, "Save the Texas Prairie Chicken," which was a phrase that he had on a button in an episode of The Monkees. And Mickey Dolenz had a button that said, "Love is the ultimate trip," which is the button I've got right now on this hat. I'm a big Monkees fan. I was introduced, like most of you, to the work of Michael Nesmith through the Monkees. Nez would find it interesting, I think, that the headlines today have all read Monkey Michael Nesmith or Monkey Mike. Monkey Mike, to me, was a character on a TV show. Mike Nesmith was a guy that wore a wool hat and ran around with his three other buddies in the beach, at the beach house. And Michael Nesmith, to me, was an artist. He was a writer. He was an innovator. He was a pioneer. He did help to launch the career of Linda Ronstadt with the song Different Drum. Absolutely true. His mother did invent liquid paper, another absolutely true urban legend. But he also pioneered country rock. I think his work is on the level of bands like the Eagles, Graham Parsons, and bands like that were coming in out of Southern California, making that kind of music. Like I said, certainly for that alone, he deserves a place in musical history. He also quickly abandoned that, like most moving forward artists. He quickly abandoned that movement and started writing. He did some new agey type music. He did some pop rock music. Nesmith was never one just to do the same thing over and over and over again. As the 70s wore on, he did help to sort of develop the idea that became MTV, which, for better and for worse, was a watershed moment in popular music. He developed that idea. He produced some movies. His show Television Parts that came on NBC helped to launch the career of people like Jay Leno, Jerry Seinfeld, Whoopi Goldberg, Bobcat Goldthwait, Arsenio Hall. So many people were involved. Gary Shandling were involved in that show. And so, even as he kind of became a background type guy, he still was sort of at the forefront of art. And so anybody that knows anything about Nesmith knows that there was so much more to his life and his career beyond just the Monkees. And I love the Monkees. I always say that I like Nez better than I like the Monkees, but I do love the Monkees. But I urge you all, as we celebrate his life and his passing, as we mourn his passing, that you look a little deeper into his career, and I think you'll find some great rewards in there. There's some videos I've done on my channel where I talk about his work, and go back and check those out. But it is a sad day, and I'm going to go home in a little bit and spin some Nesmith, probably as most of you who are fans will do. I had the pleasure to meet him a few years ago, and I shook his hand and I thanked him, and he was a very gracious and kind person. He could have easily just dismissed me as a fanboy, which I was and am. But he was very kind to me, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm also thankful that I got to tell him exactly what his music means. I don't know that he ever grasped the depth of that, but I am glad that was a hand that I got to shake. Also glad that I saw him a few months ago with Sam St. John, this past tour. I noted in our video review of that show that I think it's been obvious that he hasn't been well, but it's still sad. still sad to say goodbye. So, celebrate the life of Michael Nesmith. Mourn the passing of Michael Nesmith. But just remember him. And that's all I got to say. See you, Space Cowboy.